You ready, Scott? Yeah.
Good to go? Okay,
You ready?
we are ready.
Okay. I'd like to call the hearing to order. Would you please stand and salute the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stand and salute the
Oop,
flag.
hang on.
Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Janet.
Okay, thank you. So tonight we are presenting the annual budget hearing for the 21-22 proposed budget. On the propositions, oh, yeah, I forgot. The propositions on the ballot will be the 21-22 proposed budget with the tax levy and the Rensselaerville Public Library, the Board of Education elections. The 21-22 proposed budget is $32,886,167. That is a $633,152 or a 1.96% increase over the 2021 approved budget. The 21-22 proposed tax levy is $17,358,979, which is a $197,359 or a 1.15% increase over the 2021 approved tax levy. Rensselaerville Public Library is asking for a $553 increase to be voted on to bring their budget up to $28,195. The Greenville Public Library did not ask for an increase to the 21-22 school year, so they will get the same amount as they got last year. The Board of Education election, the voters will elect 3 individuals for a 3-year term for Board of Education. Listed as they will appear on the 21-22 ballot as per required drawing is James Good Jr., Tracy Young, and Angela Moriello. The budget highlights for the 21-22 are that we are able to keep program and curriculum at the current status. Summer school K through 12, we budgeted $108,000, which we will be able to sustain in the future. We do not have to rely on fund balance to fund this program. The state legislators came in with a package for schools that foundation aid will increase this year and the next 2 years. We are also able to reduce the tax levy. The tax cap calculation came in at 1.46%, and we were able to reduce the tax levy to 1.15%. The state requires school districts to present their annual budget in 3 parts: the administrative, capital, and program components, as well as a comparison to last year's amounts. The administrative component has an increase of 3.17% from last year's budget. This component is 9.96% of the overall budget. The capital component has an increase of 3.24% of last year's budget. This component is 15.27% of the overall budget. And the program component has an increase of 1.55% from last year's budget. This component is 74.77% of the overall budget. The overall increase to the budget from 2021 to 21-22 is 1.96%. The next 2 charts break down the administrative component of the budget. The administrative component consists of the salaries and benefits of all certified staff who spend 50% or more of their time in administration, plus the salaries and benefits of clerical staff, district-wide insurance, and school board costs, as well as curriculum development, tax collection, legal and auditing, central data processing, BOCES administrative costs, research, planning, and evaluation. The total of the administrative component is $3,276,274, which is an increase of $100,629 over the 2021 school year. The capital component includes the salaries and benefits of maintenance and custodial staff, debt service, school building improvements, utilities, and court-ordered costs. We also plan on renovating some elementary classrooms. The total of the capital component is $5,021,497, which is an increase of $157,523 over the 2021 school year. The program component includes the salaries and benefits of all teachers and staff delivering pupil services, health, guidance, library and athletics, textbooks, instructional materials, equipment, extracurricular student activities, BOCES program costs, and transportation. The total of the program component is $24,588,396, which is an increase of $375,000 over the 2021 school year. So all three components together total to $32,886,167, which is an increase of $633,152 over the 2021 school year. This slide shows the expenditures by category for the whole school district. Salaries and benefits are 72.44% of the total budget. Contractual services and tuition are 9.27% of the total budget. BOCES services are at 8.3% of the budget. Debt service and transfer to capital is 7.21% of the total budget. Equipment, materials, supplies, and textbooks are 2.58% of the total budget, and interfund transfer to federal is 0.2% of the total budget. For revenue, real estate taxes are 52.79% of the budget. State aid is 42.13% of the budget, and appropriated fund balance and local sources are 5.08% of the budget. The next few slides, I will go deeper into each line. The result of the property tax cap formula determines the amount that property taxes can increase, setting a threshold, a maximum allowable tax levy for voter approval. If the tax increase is less than or equal to the threshold, the school budget must pass with 50% plus one or more of the voters approving the school budget. We are able to develop a budget with a tax levy below the maximum tax levy limit. The maximum tax levy limit is 1.46%, and the proposed tax levy is 1.15%. This slide is showing the tax levy from the last 5 years. Overall, the levy will be increased by 1.15%. This is the tax limit for the school tax levy, not the limit on the individual tax rates. The rates will be calculated in August of 2021 when we have all the assessed values from the town. Greenville's tax base consists of 11 towns and 3 counties. Factors that affect the individual tax rates are new properties added to the assessment rolls, properties removed from the assessor rolls, changes in assessed values, changes in equalization rates, a change in assessed value or equalization rate in one town will affect the proportion of tax levied for that town and all other towns. Assessor rolls are due to the school district by July 1st. In the middle of August, the assessors are still able to make assessment changes, so we have to wait till the middle of August, so then we can apply our tax rates. We have compared 2021 school year's state aid revenues to the proposed 21-22 state aid projections. We are looking at an increase of $491,217 in state aid from 2021 to 21-22 school year, which is a 3.68% increase. Appropriate fund balance is a revenue line item which represents year-end funds that we bring into the next school year. Due to the increase in state aid, we are able to reduce our reliance on the appropriated fund balance by $106,768. So with this, we're able to sustain the summer school program with the state aid revenue for future years. In local sources of revenue, we have an additional pilot, which is a payment in lieu of taxes that will be collected. So that makes 5 out of 6 pilots that are in operation. Due to the hard work of our special education department at GCS, we are able to contract our services to other school districts. We are anticipating an increase in tuition from those programs. Interest from the bank accounts have decreased due to the interest rates being at a very low yield due to the pandemic. As you can see from this slide, the budget has had some increases over the years. The 21-22 budget is a 1.96% increase from the 20-21 school year, which is the lowest increase in 3 years. So what happens if the budget is defeated? Either we can go for a second budget vote, or the Board of Education adopts a contingent budget. The contingent budget amount is $32,688,808. That is an increase of $435,793, or 1.35% from the 2021 school budget. A contingent budget cannot exceed the 2021 tax levy, which would mean that we would have to have a reduction of this proposed budget by $197,359. By New York State law, this includes removal of non-contingent items such as equipment purchases and the requirement for charging building use. So voting information this year is better than last year. Voting in person,
Yes.
Tuesday, May 18th. Polls are open from 1 to 9 at the Scott M. Ellis Elementary School cafeteria. And the 3 propositions are the 21-22 school budget, the increase in library budget for the Rensselaerville Library, and the Board of Education election, 3 individuals for 3-year terms expiring June 30th, 2024. Any questions?
There's about a minute delay between the YouTube and you speaking, so we'll give it a little bit more time to see if there's anything that comes about. I have 6 people watching on YouTube.
Do we have any specific protocols or anything that we need to maintain, obviously, for voting? Is there a maximum capacity or anything else that we need to be concerned about?
Daphne's been working on all of the planning with Reg. There obviously will be hand sanitizer there. People will be expected to socially distance. We'll have another exit available for them to leave that way. So we don't really see a lot of concerns since it's a big area. They do have a right to ask for an absentee ballot if they are concerned about coming out. That's one of the new
executive orders from the governor.
And an application can be asked for by either calling the office or emailing pearsond@greenvillecsd.org. And if anybody wants to call, my number is 966-5070, extension 501.
How far in advance, Stephanie?
They can ask for them now. I have to have the application 7 days prior to the vote in order to return that to them by mail. But they have up until the day before the vote to come in and get an application in which I can turn right around and give them the ballot. And then I have to have those ballots back by 5 o'clock on the day of the vote. And I have nothing in my email, and there's no comments on YouTube. And 7 people are watching.
Well, if there are any questions, there's the email address that they can email in the future.
I mean, we could move on to introduction of the candidates. I'll keep looking at my email and YouTube, and, feel free if whoever's watching, they would like to ask any questions or email any questions. There's still time to do that.
Okay. All righty. See, Trace, you want to go first?
I think,
You want
why
Jim?
don't we go by order that we're listed in?
Oh, okay, that's fine. Jim,
You might-
you're up.
Is that okay, Jim? No, that's fine. Okay. I don't care.
Can you hear me?
No.
Yeah, that's for YouTube.
Oh,
Is the blue light on?
yeah, the light's on.
You're good.
Anyway, my name is James Good Jr. First, I want to say thank you to the superintendent and the board for allowing me an opportunity to, I'm honored to assist with the school board. I graduated here, currently came back, and I do have a child that's going through Greenville. So I have a lot to learn. Hopefully I'll come up to speed pretty quick, so I'll be asking some questions. Obviously, I probably have a different perspective. I have a very technical background, but it's something looking forward to assist. And right now, I just want to say I respect everything that the board has done in the past, and look forward to helping out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Thanks, Jim.
Jim's better off the cuff, but I prepared something. So obviously, my name is Tracy Young, and I'm mentioning that more for the people that are on YouTube if they're watching it. And I encourage everyone to come out on Tuesday, the 18th, to vote yes in support of the Greenville school budget and the election of the candidates. And as Stephanie Pearson mentioned, you can request an absentee ballot through her at the district office. As many of you know, I'm a mother of 2 girls who have graduated from Greenville, and I can see how the right education makes a big difference. Greenville students are diverse individuals with unique talents, and the needs of elementary school children are different from the needs of middle school students and those of high school students. This is why the school board is tasked with creating a long-term educational vision for a full range of students in the Greenville district, and then nurturing that vision into fruition. And school board members are elected as individuals, but we work together as a team. And working together as a team means evaluating results and then challenging the status quo when it's not effective. I firmly believe that spirited discussion and respectful disagreements often result in finding the best solutions among everyone. Public education is critical to our society's health, and our school plays a vital role in our community. This will be my 3rd term as a school board member, and as a seasoned member, I'm able to hit the ground running. I will continue to devote my time to creating excellence in education that's right for our community, and I'm asking for all of your votes as well as you, the public, your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Trace.
Thank you, Tracy.
The third candidate was not able to be here tonight. Hello, my name is Angela Moriello, and I am a Greenville graduate from the class of 1998. I currently have 2 children in the Greenville Central School District. My daughter Lily is in 9th grade, and my son Liam is a 3rd grader. I'm a good fit for the Board of Education because I am seeing things from the perspective of a parent in both schools and also through the eyes of my children. My reason for wanting to be on the board is to represent the concerns of other parents like myself, to advocate for our children, and also for the teachers and staff. As we begin to get back to a sense of normalcy after the trying year we have had, it is important for everyone in the community to come together as a unified team. My goal is to remain objective in all matters, to make sure that everyone feels heard, and to make fair decisions. I will take this role very seriously and thank everyone for this opportunity. Okay, let's just double check. I have nothing in email. We can wait a couple of minutes if you want. Okay, I'll just note the time and we'll see if we get any questions. We have 8 people watching.
Some of them are the administrators.
I can't see those details. I don't have anything, but certainly if anybody ever has any questions, they're welcome to reach out to myself by emailing myself or calling the office. I'd be glad to answer questions anytime. Nope, just end.
Take this opportunity to adjourn the meeting. The public
Okay.
hearing, and thank everyone for participating.
Yeah.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Yeah, we're good.
That's it?
Well,
Board's going to stay for